Coming up on Advancements, see how technology is moving the agriculture industry into the 21st century. Join us for a behind-the-scenes look at the latest advances in global positioning software. Get educated on the blockchain and learn about its ability to manage identity and shake up regulated industries. And travel with us to London as we discover how integrative tools are bringing transparency to the financial sector. This and more, all ahead in the next half hour.
Hi, I'm Ted Danson, and this is Advancements, an educational series dedicated to informing the public on the latest accomplishments unfolding across the globe. Throughout this series, we'll explore the significant issues impacting our lives today and discover how we're preparing for the future.
The agriculture industry has evolved significantly over the past century. Historically, farming took place on many small, diversified farms in rural areas, and practices were either implemented uniformly across the entire field, regardless of variables or conditions, or not implemented at all due to costs.
Given the location-specific nature of the challenges that a farmer faces, certain areas of the field may need treatment while others may not. Soil profile, elevation. A farmer needs a solution that allows them to address only those specific areas of the field where those challenges exist.
Feeding an ever-growing global population on a finite amount of arable land continues to be a challenge. While the industry is undergoing consolidation, experiencing fewer farms and farmers, the underlying goal remains the same: to increase efficiency and production while being good stewards of the land.
Farmers have always been interested in gaining efficiencies. As their operations have gotten larger, more geographically dispersed, they become more complex. SIMPAS is going to be one of those tools that allows a grower to take a set of inputs and apply them within a management zone, and we're using the phrase, apply exactly what you need, precisely where you need it.
Today, the adoption of new technologies enables farmers to minimize cost of production. More and more, human labor is replaced by automated machines, leaving farmers looking to professional advisors to help implement and service technology-driven machinery.
The technology has changed in the last 70 years from the small family farm to modern agriculture, where we've seen technology come in fertilizer, chemistry, machinery, and genetics, to what I call today precision agriculture, the industrial farming age, servicing larger corporate farms across the Americas and in Eastern Europe. Professional advisors and consultants, of course, bring their expertise in as the technology advances, and large corporate farms need specialized support.
AMVAC, leaders and innovators in the precision and prescriptive application technology sector, is developing a new prescriptive smart application to automate and variably apply multiple inputs across a field.
SIMPAS actually works very similar to how an inkjet cartridge printer would work. It accurately dispenses multiple products on a single field efficiently. We have collaborated with experts in the precision application arena to test and validate SIMPAS. We have also tested the system on farms with agronomists to efficiently and precisely dispense accurate rates.
Based on prescriptions developed by agronomists, SIMPAS software controls the application rate of each product through a patented metering system to apply exactly what's needed, precisely where it is needed.
First stage with SIMPAS is prescribe. A farmer will work with their trusted agronomist to develop location-specific prescriptions for the problems that exist in that specific field. The second stage of SIMPAS is apply. The farmer will use a display in their tractor cab to automatically control the application of those multiple input products exactly where they need to go, precisely when they need to go there. The third and final stage with SIMPAS is return. Given that each smart cartridge container used in the SIMPAS system has an RFID tag that's an immutable record of where that product was applied and how much is left in the container, the farmer can easily return that container back to their retailer and get a credit for the unused product that remains in the container.
SIMPAS auto-loads product information into as-applied software systems by reading product information on each smart cartridge container's RFID tag and applies the lowest efficacious rate only to the prescribed areas.
SIMPAS will provide the farmer an opportunity to apply either granular solutions or liquid solutions in categories like soil insecticides, fungicides, nematicides, micronutrients, plant health stimulants, and other categories, products that he would typically use at plant to improve his operation. It's really a simple system. The farmer, after using the smart cartridge container and the product in that container, returns it to where he purchased it, the retailer. The retailer scans the container, and that RFID chip allows his accounting software to then issue a credit for the unused portion left in that container, simplifying the return process for the farm.
In addition, the Smart Cartridge brand closed delivery system containers are designed so that dry or liquid can be quickly inserted into each cartridge receiver while protecting workers.
The SimPass system will be able to apply both granular and liquid products. The Smart Cartridge containers are of similar size, whether it's a granular container or a liquid container. So the grower will be able to set up his system based on the number of granular products he wants to apply per row, as well as the number of liquid products. The SimPass system allows the farmer to choose specific management zones that he wants to address within a field, thereby reducing the total amount of product he's going to apply per acre, which is good for the environment, as well as the grower's bottom line.
SimPass equipment can be easily configured and installed for virtually any specific make or model of planter and uses an ISO-based display, enabling SimPass to easily plug and play with all brands of ISO-based controllers.
Because of the fact that SimPass allows farmers to address location-specific needs, multiple location-specific needs, throughout their farming operation, this allows them to better steward their resources and the environment. This will reduce the input load in the environment and also minimize worker exposure, given that it's a closed delivery application system. The RFID technology used to track the contents within each smart cartridge container also creates an immutable record that will be key to allow for better stewardship and sustainability as we move forward and provide access to information for key stakeholders across the value chain.
For more information, visit amvac.com.
Technology has emerged as the principal driving force for long-term economic growth. As a result, many industries are adopting the latest tools and trends to increase efficiency and provide better services. Learn more next.
According to the U.S. Department of Transportation, there are over 1,800 deaths and roughly 140,000 injuries per year due to snowy and icy roads. Vehicles are moving sensors containing intelligence that can be used to provide new services and value to drivers on the road.
E3 has been developing a method how to recognize changes in the vehicle behavior based on the vehicle own sensors. We start from collecting data from the vehicle and form automatically a dynamic model for each of the vehicles.
This type of information can help reduce accidents in two different ways. First, drivers can adapt their driving style if they get real-time information about slippery locations on the road. And second, we can have more timely winter maintenance operations if we have this information. This helps especially in snow removal and de-icing operations.
Detecting road conditions like slipperiness, road surface failures, and road bumps benefits not only the drivers on the road, but those responsible for keeping roads in safe conditions as well.
E3 Innovations is a startup company founded in 2014 dedicated to making driving more efficient and road safer, with an experienced team that has immense technical knowledge. The company was established based on two VTT inventions, driving optimization and slipperiness detection systems. In addition to these, we have 4 of our own patents pending based on dynamic car modeling and map information enhancement.
Created to produce real-time slipperiness information for the benefit of drivers, transport operators, and other road users, the solution increases road safety for drivers in dangerous areas.
The information about upcoming vehicle failures or dangerous roads helps driver stay aware and prepared. Driver will be able to adapt his or her driving behavior depending on conditions ahead. When the system automatically detects upcoming or expected technical failures, well ahead driver is able to get the car fixed before the vehicle stops on the side of the road. Thanks to awareness about the health conditions of the vehicle and road conditions, the driver can trust the vehicle and be more comfortable about coming trip.
In addition to slipperiness, the solution can also refine other data collected from the vehicle, such as location and outdoor temperature information, as well as information about unexpected braking situations.
The E3 Sense is connected to the vehicle by plug-and-play device via OPD port of a car. The vehicle is connected to the internet via a mobile phone. We also have another solution for commercial use, which is a fixed installation as directly wired to the vehicle wiring harnesses. E3 Sense is capable of producing information about car faults, road conditions, and driving stylings, and car features such as engine power or engine torque information.
Information is sent to eCloud where it is analyzed and disseminated by eDOS in real time to vehicles and road maintenance operators nearby.
Basically, when you drive with your car, you can actually feel some changes. If you go to slippery conditions or there is something on the road or some of the grooves on the road that you can actually feel that something is going on. With a computer, which have been learned this vehicle, then we are able to go much deeper that what is the behavior, and when we follow that in these specific road conditions and road paths, we know that road path already, we know that vehicle. So we can actually very accurately determine that there is some changes, and then it's about our knowledge, how to recognize or understand that what kind of changes in the vehicle behavior are related to which kind of fails or something that is beginning, that there might be some faults expected based on that analysis. And in best cases, we can warn the driver before that fault is coming on, or before the tires are going to blow, or something is getting loose in the suspension. So we are estimating and forecasting also that seeing it early enough gives you some time to react and get it fixed. Same applies to driving in the roads, that when you know beforehand that what is coming on the road, then you can slow down the speed and get prepared, and most probably you can avoid collisions, and that's what we are trying to do.
Keeping the road conditions map up to date, the eCloud's connectivity brings instant benefits for users on the road, as well as for those responsible for road safety.
In the future, vehicles will produce more and more different types of information, and slipperiness information is a very important part of the puzzle. When automation is increasing and when connectivity increases in the future, adaptive cruise control systems, for example, or automated vehicles in the future could automatically take into account this type of slipperiness information and adapt the driving behavior of the vehicle accordingly. So if there's slipperiness ahead, it can kind of slow down in advance, or if it observes slipperiness locally right at the spot, it can also react accordingly.
For more information, visit e3inno.com.
Being in the know is critical when making important decisions, whether it's regarding something personal or as a business-related concern. Having fast and easy access to information is one of the greatest elements helping to define the technology age.
Heavily dependent on technology and the internet, our world has become connected in a way never before thought possible.
As the security and cyber risks increase, so also the importance of keeping ahead of the game. We're committed to ensuring that there is investment in research and development, and we're trying to meet those risks head on.
Further fusing on connectivity, blockchain technology is bringing trust and transparency back to users.
Well, what it allows for is a trustless architecture, because previously you could have this kind of system, but you relied on trusting a centralized company like Facebook, like Google, like Amazon, and why would you, given the high-profile data breaches there have been recently? Because tech companies have so much power that if it were an industry politicians remotely understood, then they would be broken up. And if you look at telecoms, broken up when it got too big. Same thing would apply to Amazon, would apply to Apple, would apply to Facebook. But because the legislators haven't really caught up, you do have these large, powerful companies, and to prevent them from abusing that power, blockchain technology does it offers an approach to create that transparent and full supply chain of data.
To learn more, the Advancements team traveled to Edinburgh, Scotland to explore Blockpass IDN's production-ready RegTech platform.
As we know, there have been many hacks. British Airways lost 400,000 credit card details. These are real people. We do not have your details. You control your details. Download the app. You add your passport, a selfie for yourself, proof of address, national ID. At that point, you submit that profile to us for verification. We then verify the credentials within your profile and the documents that you provide. And for every credential that we verify, we generate a certificate. And so, as a user, you will then receive those certificates. Those certificates you will keep on your phone. And we will delete all of your data from our servers. And we will only retain a seal of the fact that you have verified with us.
The use of blockchain technology and smart contracts solves tedious compliance procedures by reducing sign-up friction and increasing conversions.
We're seeing the evolution of smart cities, where cities themselves can actually use data for the betterment of our cities. Why are we even using driving licenses that are on paper and plastic and passports that are paper? Surely we can move to ways that we can actually control our identity, and we can prove ourselves and then rebuild our world in a more trusted way, so that every single thing that happens can be verified to have extremely high levels of trust.
Blockpass's identity verification system enables the development of new applications that rely on trusted connections and clearer regulatory processes for businesses.
For the user, instead it removes the need to continually verify, because the user has his verification and it's stored on their phone. And for businesses, it reduces cost because it's a shared platform, and the businesses get access to pre-verified users that are already on the platform. So it has huge potential for that. And eventually we will be using it for shipping in the shipping logistics and provenance is industries. We can use it for smart objects. We can track smart objects. There's a use case there. And using devices as a sort of oracles of data on those shipments.
Blockpass provides a secure and rapid gateway to access ICOs, exchanges, and other regulated services without the need to complete redundant compliance requirements, saving users both time and money.
Most of the identity data on the internet belongs to companies and not to users. In addition to that, it's evolved somewhat to federated identity, where you have companies like Facebook and Google. When you do your registration for certain services, you use your Facebook ID or your Google ID, and that is really dangerous, because if their networks go down, then you lose access to all these services. Not only that, they basically own your identity.
Blockpass's Know Your Customer, or KYC method, allows service vendors to confirm the identity of their customers, streamlining operations and services for users and businesses alike.
We need to move away from the protocols and the systems that we've created over the last 40 years, which are really completely untrusted. Our email systems, our web servers that we connect to really can't be trusted in any reasonable way.
As the technology continues to evolve, blockchain-based transactions will become even more transparent, genuine, and immutable.
Blockchain brings immutability, security, uptime, and transparency, and disintermediation, which is removing the middleman to industry. And smart contracts bring automation. And a combination of these technologies makes it ideal for financial services, insurance, trading, and various other industries, especially an industry which is shipping and logistics.
For more information, visit Blockpass.org.
Technology is changing our world as we know it and is completely revolutionizing the finance industry. From mobile banking to cloud computing and more, money exchange will never be the same. Learn more next.
Today, the blockchain promises to revolutionize business and finance. As it gains momentum, its technology is altering the world of contracts, finance, logistics, and more.
The way blockchain will revolutionize business and finance is a combination of some things which are no different. It's a catalyst. It speeds things up. But it also is an ability to see things in a multi-dimensional way and to slice and dice data in that way. Now, in many transactions today, there are a lot of processes involved. If you go online to move money, it takes time for inputting. By using the blockchain, you'll be able to go direct and cut out a lot of those intermediate processes. But also, when you want to gather the data on transactions, you will be able to allow, according to the level of security that somebody has, the level of trust you have in them, to access either a small piece of data picture or a large piece of data picture. And that is something which will be quite unique to the blockchain, and that is why it will have significant advantages.
In an ecosystem where chaos is still reigning sovereign, Xriba brings accountability and transparency to cryptocurrency companies.
Xriba is the artificial intelligence applied to business accounts and treasury management. Xriba protocol uses the blockchain to record accounts and help entrepreneurs, accountants, and auditors to automate the accounting and the auditing processes. It will cut time and, of course, cost as a result.
Providing cryptocurrency businesses and traditional companies a framework for remaining transparent and accountable, Xriba has developed a protocol to record financial transactions on a public decentralized ledger.
Xriba has a great user experience. It's easy to understand, easy to use, and you will accomplish your goal within a few steps. The Xriba protocol is an open protocol to record financial transaction and accounting documents into the blockchain. It's already used by two pieces of software, the Xriba Books and Xriba Pay, and main feature of the Xriba protocol is underpinned from the blockchain. It means that all the data stored in it is fully transparent and virtually impossible to tamper with. If a company is willing to adhere to the Xriba protocol, all the stakeholders of the company, the auditors, or even the regulator with a specific permission will be able to check each transaction made by the company. Thanks to different private keys, the company is able to set different levels of users that have different levels of access to the information. So somebody can have just an overview on the company economics, and somebody else can go deep and control each transaction made by the company. If you think about investors, they are more interested in investing in companies that are fully transparent and let them see where the money is spent. And also the market is asking for more and more transparency and accountability, and Xriba is here to satisfy that need.
As the first business crypto wallet for companies and business transactions, Xriba Pay allows users to send and receive cryptocurrency payments and automatically reconcile them into company accounts.
Thanks to the Xriba protocol, all the data is written inside the blockchain. So also third-party software can be linked to this protocol and read this information using X-ray as a payment method. Xriba Pay is the first mobile crypto and fiat business wallet that is linked to its owner via a KYB process. ScriberPay is the first mobile wallet in the world that allows companies to make transactions in virtual currencies, automatically reconcile them into the company accounts in the local main currency using a real-time conversion rate. ScriberPay has also many cost-effective functionalities for the modern entrepreneur. And let me give you an example. If you are an entrepreneur and you need to pay a provider, you need to go on your internet banking and input all the data manually, wasting a lot of time. And you need to pay to create the beneficiary, you need to create the payee, and at the end, authorize the payment. It will take 3 to 5 minutes if you're lucky. But think about that. If you can just scan an invoice, take a picture with your phone, forward the invoice to the AI, to Scribe AI, and in a few seconds you will receive a payment notification on your smartphone, and within a click you can decide to pay or to postpone the payment. You're going to save a lot of time on administrative tasks. And after that, you can reconcile the payment automatically with the invoice, also saving time to your accountant. Thanks to ScriberPay, you can also manage multi-account and multi-users, just adding secondary accounts or team members that will be able to operate the business wallet.
Payment transactions are directly recorded in the financial statements, and the business wallet ownership is certified using the KYB process.
Scribe uses smart contracts to manage user permission. A smart contract is a self-executed contract where the terms of the agreement is written inside the lines of code. So you don't need any third party, any authority to operate the contract. And thanks to this, the Scribe is like a business account where you can add secondary users or secondary accounts within the same app.
The main impact that Scribe is going to have on the financial industry, I believe, is bringing the small and middle enterprise to the blockchain. And small and middle enterprise are the backbone of every economy, and especially most of the jobs are produced by small enterprise, not by big enterprise, nor even by tech Silicon Valley enterprise, because Scribe is quite easy to use and is providing service in accounting and treasury that the small enterprise already have to do, as going to attract the small enterprise in a product that is partly very traditional as for accounting and treasury, and then partly very innovative with artificial intelligence and blockchain. So at the moment, blockchain is mostly used by geeks and programmers, not by everybody. The moment that this huge number of small enterprises are going to move to the blockchain, that they're going to start using Wallet, Bitcoin, and every other app that is coming in the near future.
For more information, visit xribapay.com.
Thanks for tuning in to another exciting educational episode. I'm Ted Danson. See you next time.
For more information, visit advancementstv.com. The preceding program was brought to you by DMG Productions.